Back here at the Rexall Place with Mike York, Kelly Hrudey, and myself, and a little bit of a viewer email for you. We're talking about the Olympics before. Jane in Hinton, Alberta wants to know, is there any good-natured ribbing that goes on between the Oiler members of the victorious Canadian Olympic team and yourself?
Not really. I mean, they kind of let it go. Fortunately for me, they don't bring it up too often. I mean, obviously, last year during the national anthem, you always looked up and you always saw them with their gold medals, and they played a good game that game. We probably played our worst game, but it was they let me off the hook with that.
How about you're newly married last summer? Has your diet changed at all?
I don't eat out nearly as much as I used to. I used to eat out pretty much 6 times a week, and it's been great to have someone that can cook some meals, and she takes care of me, so it helps out a lot.
Moses in Richmond, BC. Some teams like the Canucks have team pregame rituals. Besides ping pong, which I saw you clobber Jason Smith in yesterday, what do you and the Oilers do, if anything, before a game to relax or get pumped up?
I think guys are kind of on their own. Everyone has their own rituals. Kind of go out in the ice the same order. As far as warm-ups too, I think I pass out the pucks and I always pass it in a certain order. So I think each guy probably has their own little thing that they do, and you just kind of it probably sticks with you for a long time. You got used to doing something and it worked for you, and you just stick with it.
Are you a superstitious guy then?
Not really superstitious. Rituals. As far as I always take a shower before I get dressed, and I guess that's about it.
Well, I think your teammates will probably thank you for that. Yeah. Okay, now another viewer email. Mike and Red Deer. A few years back, you were on a great line with Eric Lindros and Theo Fleury that racked up some pretty impressive numbers. Why is it that since you left, Lindros hasn't been able to play well consistently?
I don't think that was. That's because of me. I think we had some good chemistry together, us three as a line, and it's hard to say. I mean, sometimes guys can go in a little bit of a slump, but Eric's a great player, and he's valuable to that team, and I'm sure he'll turn it around with no problem.
Kevin Lowe and Craig MacTavish have said that you are one of the smartest players they've ever seen in their life, and that's quite a compliment. What do you think you do well to earn praise like that?
I don't know. I try to pretty much just do what they tell me.
That's
play,
why they like you.
Yeah, play the systems. The best way I can. I just try to make good reads on the ice, whether it's offensively or defensively, and play the system.
You're pretty humble too.
Thanks.
There was some time last year where Craig MacTavish was deciding whether or not he'd come back to this team as a coach. Did you guys ever imagine an Oilers team without MacTavish here?
I didn't really hear too much about it being in Michigan. I hear too much, but it's great that he came back, and I think he, like everybody else, thinks we have a good young team here and has a chance to accomplish a lot of things. And he's been a great coach for us. He's a really good motivational coach, and he gets us up to play and play hard.
We're always trying to improve the game, and we know because the goaltenders are so good now and there's a lack of scoring, we're trying to come up with these ideas in the American Hockey League. They're now widening the blue lines in center. You've probably heard that and other ideas. What do you think of some of these things?
I think they're good. It's always a good idea to try to change the game a little bit. I mean, basically keep all the same elements that are huge, whether it's the red line and stuff like that. I think that's a good aspect of the game. But it's always good to try to make the game better, and any way you can do that, it's not a bad idea to try it.
Another graphic email for you here. It's Joel from Winnipeg. Now that the whole Mike Comrie saga is finally at an end, do you feel the team has lost a real distraction and can play without wondering when or will he return?
I don't think it was a distraction for us at all. I mean, it was that's the business aspect of the game, and that's something more that was in the media and the papers and stuff like that. And we just, in the dressing room, it wasn't a distraction for us at all. I mean, a lot of guys in the room like Mike. He did great things for this team, but it's time for him to move on, and the guys that are friends with him, wish him all the best.
Well, Mike Comrie is gone, but Mike York is still a big part of the Edmonton Oilers. We really appreciate you coming out and joining us tonight after such a tough defeat.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
All right, that is Mike York of the Edmonton Oilers. 27 minutes the other night, center on the #1 line right now, and he'll be many times in our top 5 plays.